Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show, episode 396. It is a Sunday night. You know what that means. We're here for our Penguin episode 7 review. And damn it said episode 7. I didn't put review. Wow. Fucking shit, man. Yeah, that's going to get fixed when we're done here. But as always, this is Nerd Chicano. You're the host, Sean, our wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to wonderful, wonderful Sunday night.
Sunday night, man. Brad, we just okay. So we finished the episode, but before that was I want to say 10 to 15 minutes before we got off the game.
Yeah, about.
Yeah.
That gave me enough time to take my dogs out and feed them.
Dude, your dogs are fucking begging you to take them out.
They were pissed.
Yeah, bro. We played multiplayer and we played some zombies, but I think we got really ahead of ourselves, and
Can I say how bad my ADHD or ADD or whatever the fuck I got is? So we're playing zombies, and I am completely focused on this. And so when we get off, I realize I can't feel my hands. We have the windows open. We have the windows open in the house. And the temperature has gone down so far that, usually we keep the house, it's around 70 something.
Yeah.
It was 64 degrees in the house.
And you didn't fucking notice that?
And I did not fucking notice until we stopped.
Brad, that is holy shit. What's up, Keon? What's going on?
I did not notice the temperature change at all. I was so engrossed in zombies.
Shit, never told you to download this fucking game, man. What in the fuck?
So the second we got off, I'm like, my hands are freezing.
Bro could have had concrete in his hands and wouldn't have noticed.
No. I could have had a foot falling off, wouldn't have noticed.
Bro fucking had frostbite, bro.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
So I get up and I
I
close
think
all
I know
the
why
windows.
your dogs were barking, bro.
Yeah, they got fur, so I'm thinking they're fine, but
Yeah. And your dogs were also fucking asking you to take them out.
Yeah, but if I was watching a movie or something, I would have noticed. I would have been like, oh, blink it or something, or close the windows. I was fully engrossed in trying not to die.
Yeah. We played a lot of zombies.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
that last
game
game was really good.
Because I think we played 5 games of zombies, but we just played some really long
that
games.
Last one, that was what we get, level 21.
Yeah, we still made it to where we left off last time, 21. I truly believe that we can do this thing, Brad. It's just I think if we have a full squad, we can do it too.
The more we do it, the better guns we're gonna get. The more shit we'll have. We're gonna eventually be able just to be stronger than the zombies themselves. The more we continue to do.
Yeah. But Keon, how you doing, bro? You were in there for a bit and then you left, and I didn't know you left.
Fucking
Migs told me that you were gonna come back, and then you never came back. So you lied to us. But yeah, it's all good. Yeah. But yeah, Brad. That sounds really bad, bro. What in the fuck, dude?
I don't know. I do think Migs was very entertained by us too.
Yeah. And you guys saw me crash out. Bro. Straight up fucking crashing out. Yeah.
Also, that one game in Nuketown that was not fun.
That was rough.
I'm not playing multiplayer with Migs again.
You're like, no, don't fucking get Migs in there anymore, bro.
Not until I get it at a proper level or something. It was not fun.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I spawned in dead.
Dead. Yeah. Brad, I played one more game after a multiplayer when we left because I saw that my game my battle pass was really close to being the last one on the tier, so I could have one tier left. And I was like, fuck it, I'll play another one. Bro, I was getting my ass whooped. Really bad. And then
they still thought you were in Migs mode.
Yeah. And then it's just I fucking hate I hate when you play domination and fucking hardpoint in small maps like that, and they put the fucking helicopters on all it's just you can't get out.
The helicopters, and then the small maps, you got the snipers always staying in the one spot. like laying down. So you're trying to shoot them and you can't hit them.
Yeah. But nonetheless, Brad, that was some fun. It was fun, guys. So I'm sure that we'll play more next week. So just go ahead and keep day with that. But it was a lot.
And before we did that, we reviewed Agatha All Along.
Yeah.
Series or season finale, I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? You know what I would do, Brad, is I would just take all those titles that they were going through and just make the shows that
make the shows.
Next is like Coven of Chaos, or what's it called? I
want to see the True Detective. Just a full season of that.
Yeah. All right, man. But Brad, I would be remiss if we don't get to talking about the not the weekend. I'm sorry, the Penguin, because no, it's not the Idol.
No,
it's the Penguin.
Thank God.
We're remiss if we don't talk about the Penguin, because I think we had a pretty fucking crazy episode. So, without further ado, if you've watched this week's episode of the Penguin, you should probably, if you haven't watched it, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the episode, go ahead and stay. This is your spoiler warning. It is in effect after these words from our sponsors in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, man. Let's do this thing, Brad. Episode 7, titled Top Hat. Oz fights to preserve his family and his enterprise while Sophia makes a shocking discovery. Directed by Kevin Bray, based on characters by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, developed by Lauren Lefranc, and written by Vladimir Svetko. That's funny. That's the only cast in here? Really? Like, I don't know why, again, Victor's actor is only putting here in the cast and the rest are like in alphabetical order. But Renzi Feliz as Victor Aguilar, and then you have Owen Azdalos, Clancy Brown, Hunter Emery, Colin Farrell, Kenzie Gray, David H. Holmes. Yeah, you know what? It's just giving me everybody in fucking alphabetical order. Christian Milioti, Deirdre O'Connell, Theo Rosie, and more. Let's see. Is any trivia? Yeah. During an exterior scene, It Takes Two by Rob Bass plays from a passing car. Oz's brother talking about Double Dragon and telling his mom his brothers went to Beetlejuice take place of the movie in or around 1987. So that would mean that, like, if we're present time, then fucking Penguin is what, like in his late 40s?
Yeah, late 40s. He's getting close to 50.
Getting close to 50. Brad, what a fucking episode of the Penguin, and I feel like we keep saying that every week with this show. Today we peeled back the onion and we finally dived into the backstory of Oswald Cobblepot, especially learning about what happened to his brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I gotta say that to me, that's my favorite part of this whole episode. Learning about what Oz was like before when he was young and how that shaped him into becoming the man that he is, and learning up and also the stuff with what's her name, Sophia. The show technically, yeah, that's right because the Batman is 2022, and this takes place like weeks, like not even weeks, like fucking hours on end, like after Batman 23. So yeah, he's still like he's in his what, like late 40s ish,
mid to late 40s probably.
Yeah, like late 40s, going into like mid to late 40s. You know, he's not quite there yet, being 50 yet. But Brad, what are your initial thoughts on this week's episode?
I thought it was good. I thought it was extremely short, which I was a little taken aback by. But I thought it was good. I mean, I think this is definitely going to lead up to the finale, which is going to be a barn burner. That's my feeling on it. So I think this one is a little more slowly paced. I agree with you. I think the best part is we get a little more backstory into Oz's childhood and exactly what happened to his brothers. And because to me, the show still, this show kind of in the present time for him kind of ended the way it began. It's like they still have his mom. Oz is still alive. Like nothing's really changed. Like Sophia still has his mom. The only thing that's changed is Sal Maroni's dead, which you. I mean, if you want to call that a victory, I guess you can call that victory. But Sal just died of a heart attack.
I mean, yeah. Well, it's just, man, I love, like, if you're not watching the stuff at the end, the interviews, like, you're really missing some critical stuff about these characters.
Yeah.
And I love the way that Clancy Brown said it. Like, Sal Maroni dies from just so much rage.
Well, and I mean, he had a big heart, basically.
Yeah.
From his, I guess because the Maronis, they've stated before, they it's more of like a family environment instead of like a crime syndicate is the way they tell it. So Sam Maroni died of a big heart. And I mean, Oz, you can tell Oz is disappointed because he
wanted that himself, bro.
Yeah, he wanted that win.
To be able to kill him.
Yeah, he wanted that win. He wanted to be like big boss, and it was just taken away from him.
Yep. Man. So I guess I love seeing that. You see where Oz starts here, and you see that like Oz, like he's like he loves his mom, but he like only wants his mom's attention because her mom has 3 kids in the house, and she's like trying to give everybody the same amount of love, but it's just like to Oz, it feels like she gives everybody, like she gives the other 2 more love than she gives him.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely jealous of that his mom's attention is split between 3 ways. And then not only it's that, on top of that, he has a disability.
Yeah.
So he feels less than his brothers, like he can't do as much as his brothers, which is why I think he has that kind of rage moment. And we've seen it before. We saw it in with Alberto. He has these moments of rage where he doesn't think about it. And he shut them down in the sewers where they eventually drowned. And I think it opens up. I think it's a good episode because it shows us, it opens it up that, I mean, does Oz feel even slightly guilty about that? It's not really shown. I think maybe slightly because he vows to take care of his mom. But other than that, he's fine just to sit there and, lie. He
goes home and he sits down and watches a movie with his mom.
Yeah. A bunch of guys, dancing tuxedos.
Yeah. So it's like, damn, like you really do learn about like what Oz was, and it's like, damn, like he really does become this person who's still kind of really fighting for his mom's approval, man.
Yeah. And I think that's all he wants. He wants his mom's approval, his mom's love, and only for him. Yep. And he wants to, make her proud of him.
Yeah. No Vic this episode. He's
slight Vic. We know Vic's alive.
Yeah, Vic's alive.
Does that make it to the end?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Oz sends him out. He says just not to worry about this.
But now the question is, Vic is going out to get all these gangs that they've come together. They've formed this coalition, this partnership. But now there's no drugs. The drugs have been blown up.
Yeah. Which, God damn, bro.
Like, how do you hold all that together if
Brad, do you think for a second that Sophia was gonna go that far?
No.
Do you think like he was gonna lift up that cover and see his mom?
That's what I originally thought. But Sophia does really well in what she states is she wants to hurt Oz. And he knows that's through his mother. And that's not just killing his mother. That'd be too quick, too easy. You know? So I think she's going to mentally break her, like completely. And she won't even remember Oz. I think that's where it's going to. And I think that's going to hurt Oz way more, is that the woman he's been trying to make proud of him for his whole life doesn't even know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's how that's route. I didn't think so. I thought Sophia was going to continue to be like, oh, I want to be big crime boss.
Yeah.
And kind of following her
because she
footsteps.
started realizing, like, I think she's becoming her dad.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and she changes and she does something unexpected and has put a bomb in the back of the G-Wagon.
Yep.
And then Oz does something completely expected and just runs away from it, leaving his poor men there to catch the blast.
To die. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And the scene in the orphanage, right? Where it was an orphanage, with with what's it called? God, dude. With Sophia and Gia. Just pack it up, man. Just send that Emmy over. It's one, bro. It's been one. I think Christine Milioti deserves this one so much. Dude, just everything from that the body language going into that room and it resembling Arkham, and then her, holding her and telling her, like, this family deserves it, and in a way of not saying that she killed them, but saying, like, hey, what happened to them? They deserved it.
They deserved it, and you're much better off here than you ever were in the Falcone family. That's basically what she's saying.
Yeah.
It's like, you might end up being normal.
And then she goes back out there to have a fucking panic attack. All that in the span of, like, what? Like a 5-minute conversation that she probably had with her?
Yeah. And funnily enough, they call her the hangman, and it feels like, death is clutching at her throat during these panic attacks. Or her father, as Julian Rush puts it. And that begs the question still. We still don't know who Julian Rush is.
Yeah. I don't know, Brad.
I'm hearing all kinds of things. I'm hearing Scarecrow, Mad Hatter. I'm hearing he's not real. I mean, I don't know.
Who the fuck knows, man?
I do think, in whatever perspective, they will break Francis's brain in this last episode. For sure. I think that will set the Penguin off, because then he has nothing.
Yeah. I will say this, Brad. I think that the pacing is a little too fast for this episode.
Well, it's only 45 minutes too.
Yeah, and it's just, I think for like a 46-minute episode, I was like, wow, this kind of did go like that. Yeah. And don't know if that's something that I like in a episode that is the penultimate episode of your season.
Yeah, I wasn't too thrilled. I was very surprised when it just ended, because I thought they were going to be like, okay, so he's crawling out of there, and then they're going to show, anything.
Yeah. Which, by the way, man, Gotham can't catch a fucking break, can it?
Not the. I mean, they finally got the power on, and then the city explodes.
Yeah. Fucking flood, massive power outage.
Yeah.
And then this. It's like, dude, can this city catch a fucking break, bro? Like, infrastructure is fucking absolutely dog shit in this town, in this city, man.
And I mean, the Batman's got to be aware of some of this shit. Like, hey, a bomb went off in the sewers. Like,
yeah,
maybe I should go investigate that. Me being the greatest detective.
I ain't gonna let them handle it themselves. Like, it's like the fucking Avengers, Brad. Like, all these things happening in every corner of the world. Like, I'm sure they know about it.
I
but
still don't know what happened to the giant, statue.
Oh, that's coming back in Captain America.
Oh, okay. So they're actually going to do something with it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a massive plot point in Captain America: A Brave New World. Apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they just sat on it for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like 4 years, because it's 2020 when What's Called Eternals came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Brad, I think this was another pretty great episode. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's perfect. I
don't think it's as good as the previous. What do you think? 3 or 4?
Yeah, it has its moments where it can really be amazing, but it's just damn.
It's cut off.
It just
cut off.
Speeds off, bro. Yeah. And it's like, damn, like
they could have given me an idea, like, maybe Vic alive.
Yeah.
Vic just.
I think it's just pacing.
I'm getting
pacing was a massive issue with it. Yeah. I think pacing was a big issue with this episode, but I still really enjoyed it, and I love this episode. I still think that this has some of the best performances of this year. I think that Colin Farrell is amazing in this series. Christine Milioti is great in this series. Deirdre O'Connell as well. The way she can just switch back and forth as like the what's it called, Frances with her dementia, and the way that she can just go back to being this like very cold woman. And holy shit, that she slapped the shit out of her.
Woo! Yeah, she remembered real quick who she was.
Yeah, bro. And I love that, like, he comes in and Sophia's just like, hold on, like,
no, like she's having a moment.
You have like, it's those moments of like sympathy where you see like there's still somewhat of a human in there,
but also you see what caused Oz to be the way he is.
Yep, exactly.
This just begs the question because, okay, the Maronis. Is their family done after this? They're basically done without Sal Maroni. And then if Sophia, I don't know if Sophia dies in the next episode or what. But if she does, that's the end of the Falcones. So there's going to be this in the next Batman. There's going to be a huge giant vacuum of this crime syndicates.
That's what I'm saying. I think that Penguin just absorbs it all.
Do you think Penguin absorbs it all, or do we get maybe some new?
I don't know. Could also be really interesting to see how the Court of Owls could play into that. You know,
that's kind of where I was headed with that.
So. Yeah, but who knows, Brad? I mean, there's so much that could go down. There's so much
and Matt Reeves and WB have been very good at keeping all that under wraps.
Yeah. So who knows, man? But I think that this was another great episode. Brad, what's your final verdict on it?
I'm going to give it this episode like an 8.25 out of 10. I thought it was good, but it is extremely short. And I think I agree with you. A little too fast paced. I do like the moments in the beginning that gives us a little backstory of the Penguin's childhood. But other than that, I don't think this episode really pushed anything along other than Sal Maroni's dead.
Yeah. This gets another 8.25 for me as well. I think it's a good episode, and I love this episode. There's a lot of parts that I really do love as well.
Yeah.
Like Red, we've been talking about it, like stuff with Sophia and Gia.
I thought the bomb was a very smart play. Was unexpected. So I like that.
And apparently now she's gonna keep her hostage in like this place where apparently that's where, Oz makes vows to take care of his mother, as what the trailer looks like. So, interesting that this is kind of where we're heading. But other than that, like I think this was a really good episode, but I don't think it's perfect. And I think if you would have had a better paced episode, like even if you wanted to keep it at 46 minutes, I just think that there was some stuff that like we were just moving a little way too fast from. And I think that, if we would have stuck with that area a little bit more, you would have just given some stuff a little less time. I don't know. It's just, I think at 46 minutes, you just didn't. I don't think it works for this type of story. I think you need to push it a little bit more going into the hour. But yeah, man, that's it for our review of episode 7 of The Penguin. And as always, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us. Check us out on thenerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Letterboxd at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/the-Nerdcore at the $1 tier. You get our our Tuesday and Saturday episodes live, early and ad-free on Monday and Thursday. Tomorrow on Patreon at $1 tier and above, we're going to be doing our review of Nightcrawler as we begin our Noir-vember month, which is our annual month where we're going to be discussing film noir. That includes classical film noir, Japanese noir, whatever you want to say, and neo-noir. So we'll be looking at that stuff, and it's going to be pretty cool, man. I'm really excited. It's a new little theme that we've got here, and we're going to see how you guys like it. So I'm very excited. And, of course, our Discord link is in the description below. You can check it out by clicking that link and talking to us about the Penguin and other stuff you want to talk to us about. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you leave a like on the episode. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss another review on the channel. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app of choice, make sure you follow us and make sure you leave a 5-star review on that app. All that stuff helps us out a lot, and make sure that we're getting to as many ears as possible and many eyes as well. Of course, we want to thank our Patreon supporters. Without them, just none of this is possible. And you guys are wonderful. I cannot believe we're already making it to like the end of the year, Brad. It's almost fucking.
It's almost 2025.
Time just passes so quick, Brad. But soon we'll be next week. We're done with this show, and then the week after that we start doing prophecy.
Yep.
So a lot more. Just I want to say after this, we just have 2 more shows left to discuss, and after that, the top 10 list, top 10, and we'll see if Ted survived.
I can almost guarantee Ted does not survive, but you know.
But
I mean, but Ted made a good freaking run,
bro. It was a long, lengthy run, bro.
I give Ted a good run. I mean, I think you should just do like a 10A, 10B just to throw Ted on there.
Yeah, honorable mentions is Ted. Yeah. But we'll see. It'll happen at the end of the year. But that's it for us, guys. We'll catch you guys later. But for now, we'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll be back tomorrow on Patreon, and then everybody can watch it with an ad and in public on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. But without further ado, hope you guys had a great time. Hope you guys enjoy what's left of your Sunday. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Brad, send them out.
All right, Raul. Thank you for being host as always. Thank to all those who joined us in chat today. Chill Zone, and hopefully I say this right, Nathan Ados 22. Thank our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, don't go playing in sewers. Young Yoda out.